Coming up at 11, how Kentuckians across the Commonwealth are honoring the men and women who gave their lives protecting our nation.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Olivia Calfee. Steve has the night off. People across the country took time this Memorial Day to honor men and women who sacrificed their lives in service of our country. That includes here in the Commonwealth, where Governor Andy Beshear attended a ceremony this morning in Frankfort. Samantha Valentino has more from today's service.
5 names were added to this memorial honoring Kentucky Guardsmen and women who lost their lives in the line of duty. These new additions bring the total number of names here to 291 soldiers and airmen since 1912.
By lifting up the 5 fallen soldiers whose names are being added to the Kentucky National Guard Memorial etched in the monument behind us so that they will never be forgotten.
Private John W. Hodge, Private Bernard J. Berghaus, Corporal Lloyd J. George, Captain Cecil D. Butler, and Lieutenant Colonel Joseph M. Kelly.
Of each of our service members that we're remembering here today, I would offer for everybody that it's not just the person in uniform, but it's their family that also bears the responsibility, the burden of service.
Of the new names, one died in 1919 following federal service on the southwest border, one in 1937 following state active duty in Louisville during the Great Flood of 1937, and 3 others who died during World War II.
It's a sacred promise that we've given our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, Coast Guardsmen, that that you will not be forgotten, particularly those that have died in the line of duty.
Memorial Day is a day of remembrance, which is why so many choose to say the names of those who've lost their lives in the line of duty, to keep their memory alive and to honor them on this day. In Frankfort, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
Earlier today, members of the Barberville community paid their respects to veterans that died in the line of duty. It is an event that is held every year, but this year they honored the 20th anniversary of Operation Iraqi Freedom, where 69 Kentuckians died in the line of duty. Kentucky National Guard Lieutenant Colonel Jason Parton says being able to lead today's event was an honor.
It's an honor and privilege to meet people that I've already served, and you know, I'm serving right now, but the people that have went on before me and served, and just like the people that have made the ultimate sacrifice. You know, that's the reason this day is dedicated, is for the so many flags that you see on these grave sites that we are honoring.
As a Barberville native, Parton says honoring members of the armed forces in front of his community is a big deal. He says it is important to always remember the people that made the ultimate sacrifice. While many people may have been spending Memorial Day at home or even at the lake, Eastern Kentucky veterans and their families gathered in Perry County to pay respect to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Staff with the Paul E. Patton Eastern Kentucky Veterans Center say Memorial Day can be a tough day for some veterans, but through fun activities, they hope to brighten the days of the veterans who have experienced loss.
You will find that the veterans are very respectful to each other and the time they served, and they're very respectful to the fact that not everybody has suffered the same amount of loss. You know, these guys and gals have suffered a lot of loss, and some of them may have more so than others, and they just really look out for each other.
Today's Memorial Day service at the Veterans Center featured a bagpipe performance of taps, a national anthem performance, and ice cream cake for the veterans.
Well, a few more showers are possible across the mountains as we go into tonight. Here's a live look right now at the radar, and as you can see, most of us are dry, but a few spotty showers, mainly over the Big Sandy at this hour. Some showers right now over portions of Buchanan County in Virginia, just to the east of Grundy, and these are slowly moving off towards the west, so just a heads up, some showers are possible near Grundy over the next few minutes. Also, some showers just moved through Phelps and eastern Pike County, and again, these are also moving off towards the west, so heads up in Pikeville. Parkville. A few showers are possible over the next few minutes. And same story if you live in portions of Martin County, as more showers are pushing into portions of eastern Kentucky at this hour. Those current temperatures are mild. Most of us in the lower 60s right now. 61 for Pikeville, 65 in Jackson, 63 for Somerset, and down to 56 over in Clintwood at this hour. Most of us stay in the upper 50s as we go into tonight. And again, most of us are dry. Only a small chance of a stray shower. Also watching out for some fog, especially late tonight into early Tuesday morning. But the big story, the summer heat is right around the corner. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Olivia?
Thank you, Cameron. A Corbin man has been reported missing. Knox County officials issued a welfare check on 54-year-old Guy Seiler after a neighbor said he had not seen him since Wednesday. Police say Seiler has several health issues and requires regular treatment and medication. Seiler was last seen at his home on Kentucky 830 in Corbin on Wednesday afternoon wearing only blue boxer shorts. He is described as 6'3" with medium-length brown hair and dark skin. Anyone with information of Guy Seiler's whereabouts is requested to call the Knox County Sheriff's Office at 606-546-3181. And we are learning more details about a southern Kentucky teenager who drowned in Lake Cumberland. The coroner identified the victim as 17-year-old Cameron Powell. Today we learned he just graduated from Pulaski County High School. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife says he drowned when a car plunged into the lake at Clifty Creek Road in Russell County. This isn't the first drowning in the area. A year ago, a teenager died when swimming without a life jacket.
And that's a popular place for the teenagers to go to and swim. But unfortunately, he said he was going to swim to the other side and back, and he made it about halfway and cramped up evidently and went down.
Somerset Undertaking is handling funeral arrangements for Cameron Powell. There are no confirmed deaths after a building partially collapsed in Davenport, Iowa. City officials credit the fast response of first responders. CBS News correspondent Danya Backus reports from Los Angeles.
The frickin' building just collapsed.
Rescue crews sprang into action after part of a 6-story apartment building in Davenport, Iowa came tumbling down Sunday night.
Because of the response and because of the concern for life by our first responders to get in the building knowing that that building was unsafe to help folks, I can't stress how, because of that, they saved lives. They saved the lives.
The wall was torn away from this top-story apartment, leaving only a closet filled with clothes. The collapse brought a massive pile of debris to the ground.
No notice, it just came down like an explosion, like a bomb.
Another resident described the aftermath.
There was a lot of screams, a lot of cries, a lot of people saying help when the building came down, but that did not last. 2 or 3 minutes, and then the whole area was silent.
K-9 teams helped search for residents. Firefighters led 12 people to safety and rescued 8 others.
At this time, the building is structurally unsound. It's posing a risk to responders.
Officials plan to demolish the building. The fire department had ordered the owner of the more than 110-year-old structure to make repairs, and work was underway. There were reports of falling bricks, and residents had complained of many issues inside. The cause of the collapse remains under investigation. Danya Backus, CBS News.
Officials say at least one person is hospitalized. There were 84 units in the building. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, a special bond between a boy and a horse. Why their unique connection may be turning into a Hollywood film.
Plus, we are tracking warmer temperatures to return as we close out the month of May. All those details coming up next.